Okay, we're taking off from Newark Airport to Atlantic City. So 737-800NG is the plane. We're all set up. Instruments are set up, navigation set up, throttle's ready to go. We have flaps in, speed brakes are off, auto brakes are off. We got our clearance to take off. We'll be taking off on 04 left. So we'll be hanging a right afterwards. You'll see New York City in the left wing, and we'll head down to Atlantic City. So let's make sure my scopes are correct. My displays are right on this side, and keep you down to very small, so we can follow the magenta line as our route. Okay, we have clearance. Let's get on with the get on, guys. 40%. Let's check. Stabilized. Full throttle. Forward pressure. On the yoke. There we go. Airspeed's live. Both sides. Got a plane coming in at us. I don't know what this air traffic controller is doing, landing a plane. It's the same way we're going. That's a little crazy. Let's rotate. Let's rotate right above them.
That's great.
Gears up. Air traffic control, what are you doing? And we're above them.
400.
400, Roger. Flying the director. Gear goes to off. Flaps are coming up. Got a little bit of New York over there. You see we're banking. Auto throttle's on. See the auto throttle moving? There it is. Keep our speed where it needs to be. Speed brakes on, or actually armed. Auto brakes. Let's arm them to max. Left, banking to the right. As you see, we're following that big magenta. I don't know if you can see our route, right? The magenta is our route, the purplish color. 212 knots, 3,200 for 9,000. Newark approach, we have 737 Delta Alpha, 3,400 for 9,000. Kilo Alpha Charlie Yankee. Arizona Bridge out there. Roger. Continue as fine. Report leaving space. You see the magenta line over here. Hopefully we're lining up perfect with it. The purple line is coming. And you can see it on this one, nice and straight. Here we are, we're banking, taking the bank out. Flaps are up, gears off the checklist. This is 128 degrees. Final approach, 128. So we're set on course for our final approach at Atlantic City for the localizer, the ILS. 128 on each. Again, there's a Arizona Bridge right over there. JFK's over there. We're now heading south. Now, where's our heading now? Heading is 219. So a little bit southwest. Sandy Hook. A little fuzzy today. 4,800 for 9,000 climbing. Alright, so I'll be back in a short. I don't want you to be bored with this flight, but I'll show you what we're looking like. Close. Throttle is being maintained. You see it moving? The auto throttles are on. See it moving automatically? Flaps are up. The speed brake is armed. Gear is off. We have 3 red. And the magenta line going straight up and down That's our flight. That's our way of travel, our flight path. Let me give you a little more. There's all those little symbols are either navigation aids or airports or Vortex. There's our flight computer showing our next route. See, we're going to Charlie Alpha Romeo Yankee Lima, and we're about 67 nautical miles away. And this is, I just have this on the first officer's flight computer on a different screen to monitor several things. 128 in the pilot for the captain's side for the ILS approach on final, and 128 on the first officer side. 9,000 is our altitude, and currently heading 40 was our runway, so we don't worry about that anymore. And you can see our speed on the left side of the tape. Excuse me. It's 250. On the right side is our altitude, 6,760 climbing up. As you can see, the pointing up of the line of the needle there. So that's it. Beautiful, beautiful area. Just zoom back out a little. Sandy Hook area, beautiful today. All right. There's looking to the west, because we're heading southerly. All right, so we'll be back in a few minutes. Obviously, we have the captain's yoke and pedals down there for brake pedals, and we have the first officer's yoke. And there's the checklist right here for takeoff, so on and such. After for after takeoff, descent, and landing. Checklist right there on the yoke, which is handy dandy. And we have a little holder here for our checklists and stuff there, and papers. All right, we'll be back momentarily when we're about to turn final. Okay, I wanted to show you McGuire. We're passing McGuire right there. I think you can see it. All right. That's Lakehurst McGuire, I believe that is. Over there. And what we got over there at the beach? What is that? Is that Seaside? I think it is. But yeah, going right over. If you look at our map, yeah, we're going right over. Right sounds to the right in front of us, yep. Which is McGuire. Cool. Foggy today. And again, let's look into the west. Cool, huh? Going right over it. Oh, what do we got over here? Nice little airstrip over there to the left. Oh, it's Lakehurst. That's Lakehurst right there. And this is McGuire over here to the right. That's what it is. See, we're just about to where you can't see the runway anymore. Right there. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we've started our descent. As you can see, throttles are coming back. Right? And boom. You can hear our trim, and we are descending, as you can see. Descending into Atlantic City area. Look at the displays. You can see we're descending. I went ahead and put it down to 2,000. So we're descending down to 2,000 feet. We have about 20 nautical miles till we turn left. Final, which will be 128 degrees. So as you can see, I'll show you on our primary flight display here, or our map display here. See, Charlie Alpha Romeo Yankee Lima. We need to be 2,000 feet by there. The purple, that's our waypoint we're heading to now. Looks like a purple star. Then we're going to hang a left, and then the green star, as you can see, that's the runway. Right over there. It's hard to see because it's a little congested. If I take it, it'll probably come off. Yeah. Maybe you can see it there. I'll leave it there. Maybe you can see a little better there. Anyway.
1,000 to go.
Roger, continue our descent. Roger that, continue our descent. Leveling off. But you can watch our leveling off here. You can watch the needle here on the primary flight display. The needle on the right next to the altitude. See it coming up to about, we're at 1980. It's going to pick us up 20 feet. Right there. Our throttles are coming forward. Give us a little more juice. You can hear it. And there we are. Now it's settling down. Because we're where we need to be. Alright. We got 14 miles till we hit a little different point of view when you're this low, isn't it, than from before. But we're right where we need to be. 13 miles at 250 knots a minute. About 4 knots, 250 an hour, so 4 knots a minute. We'll be there in about 3 minutes. And we'll hang left. That's how you figure out how long it's going to take. Okay. The throttle, the auto throttle settling in where we need to be. I think I can see Atlantic City out there. I'm sure you can too. But it is a little hazy. Alright, alright. 10 nautical miles to our turn final. Two and a half minutes. I'll keep you with me a little bit, I'll hold it. So everything's set. Our frequency for ILS shows, I don't know if you can see it, 109.10. And if you look on the bottom, 109.0, 109.0 in both VOR radios. So that will keep us on track for our final approach. I've already tuned it in. A lot going on when you're sleeping and not paying attention there. I actually paused the camera, you know that. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna get ready to turn. You can see the magenta line comes and then it turns left. That will be our bank. And we have 6 miles. 6.3, 6.2, 6.1 miles to our turn. Alright, let's slow this bad boy down. Slow to 180. Throttle coming back. As you can see. Checking the speed. I'm going to throw knots of flaps in. There's our airport. Runs back. Speed check. Looking good. Speed check. Oh, knots of flaps. Turn and final in a moment. So we're leveled off nicely at 2,000 feet. Getting ready to turn. 2.5 nautical miles. There we go. And there we go. As you can see, we're about to turn. There we go. Banking. Banking left, banking left. Looking to capture the ILS, which is the center of the runway. That's the localizer. Looking to capture the localizer. As you can see, our diamond is moving over now. It's moving over to the center. Hit the approach button. Localizer is captured. There we go, right in front of us. Isn't that wonderful how we have a runway? Isn't that just something? Right there in front of us. Something else, I tell you. Let's settle down with the bank and just go right down the center of the runway. There it is. Boom. Speed check, knots of flaps. Coming in, coming in. Knots of flaps, speed check. Alright, checking across the panel. Speed brake is armed. Auto brakes are on. Across the board, left to right, looking good. Localizer is captured, that purple diamond right in the center. Perfect. Now we're looking for the glide slope. Looking for the glide slope. Center of the runway. Here we go. About to capture the glide slope. Let's slow our speed down to 140. Coming in a little hot, little hot. Little drag with some flaps. Gear down. And we activated the second autopilot B. Gear is down. We have 3 green. Speed check, flaps. Set. Final check across the board. Captured on the ILS. Speed 140. Let's slow it down to 138. Everything A and B is captured. Single channel on the land. It should change to land in a moment. Alright, as soon as we land, I'll go ahead and maintain center line, tap the brakes, put the reverse thrusters on after I flare. We're coming up on, that's 1,500 feet above the ground. Looking good. Got the ocean in front of us. Nice approach. There we go. Now we got land 3 showing. See, land 3. Perfect. Perfect approach. We're ready to go. Jimmy's on the pedals, my plane, coming up on 1,000 feet in a minute above the ground. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Something's on my camera or something.
1,000.
Roger that. We are.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Thank you. Let's continue your approach. Everything's set across the board. The final check, final check, final check. Green, set. Everything is good. All right. Nice approach. Pappies look good. Red over white, you're all right. Looking good, looking good. Those are the lights just to the left of the runway.
500.
Continue. Perfect approach. So I'm going to hit the reverse thrusters. I'll flare, hit the reverse thrusters as soon as we touch down. Tap the brakes, can maintain center line at 80 knots. I'll take the reverse thrusters off. That's how it goes. Continue minimums, continue, let's land.
200.
Continue. We're landing. Look at the traffic driving right in front of the runway. I'll hit them.
100.
100. Here we go. Jimmy's on the throttle.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, settle down, settle down. Why the autopilot wanted to take me right. That was very weird, but I maintained it. I saved it. Yeah, the autopilot wanted to go or to the left right there at the end. That was a little weird. First thrusters are on. I'm hitting the brakes. There's 80 knots. Right? Reverse thrusters are off. Let's exit here. Roger. All right. Throttle's off. Flaps are off. And we'll just stay here a second. Check it out. Getting the brakes for it. There's nowhere really to taxi. So that's that. Cotton pickers. I don't know why that autopilot was trying to go left. That was a little weird. But everything's set. Flaps are up. Speed brakes off. Auto brakes off. Gear. Everything's good. That's how you do it.